Alright. Episode 10 of my Sith Inquisitor playthrough of Star Wars The Old Republic. We just got our first lightsaber from Lord Zash, our new master. We have survived our Sith trials. We have no idea what our future holds. But it has something to do with the map that we discovered in Naga Sadow's tomb that Zash sent us to get. And apparently it leads somewhere. She's going to be sending us all over the galaxy following this map. We've got our Deshad, Kimval in tow. And there's something right over here. Item modification. Throughout your adventures, you may find items that can be modified. By modifying an item, the player can upgrade the stats of an item and keep that item up to date. Items that are modifiable can be identified by the text Control right-click to modify at the bottom of their tooltip. Many items are fully upgradable, meaning that their stats can be fully upgraded. This means that if you find a gear appearance that you really like in the world, you can work to keep its stats up to date and relevant throughout most of your adventures. Some items will drop with most of their modification slots empty. Other items come pre-slotted. The benefits of modding these items will come later when you decide to upgrade its internal components. The common mod types, enhancements, and mods can fit in all items. However, armoring can only upgrade wearable equipment. Hilts can only upgrade lightsabers and melee weapons, and barrels can only upgrade pistols. These special mods are also responsible for upgrading the core stats of the item, the armor rating of wearable gear, or the damage output of a weapon. Color crystals are another special kind of mod. These rarer modifications can be used to change the color of your lightsaber or blaster bolts. This item you can click on, drag our lightsaber to. It comes with a red color crystal with no modifications of any kind. Already has the hilt. We are going to attach the mod that the last quest gave us and the enhancement from having clicked on this object. Boom, fully upgraded lightsaber. The only thing that is not active is a tuning. I've seen a lot of cosmetic tunings. In truth, we do not need this device to do all of this. Oop, wrong button, sorry. That's preview. We can open that up at any time. Granted, I'm not sure if that's because I have the preferred status because I used to subscribe or not. But anyway, there we are. Oh, interesting. Augment kit. Item modification perk. Unlocking this perk will no longer require the player to be at item modification station to add or upgrade an equipment slot. I could purchase that. However, I know that I can do that out in the field without touching this. I'm not sure what's up with that. I'm going to assume it's because of my preferred status.
Please use all products only as intended.
Alright, sell some junk. I keep getting these things that I cannot use or sell. I'm going to keep that Jedi robe just in case I could find something interesting for it. I am also going to keep my apprentice practice blade. Why? Because
Be well.
Let's say I've totally worked out Elctha's characterization, but I decide not to make her an advanced Sith of any kind. I might want to start role-playing her, whether she be max level or not. as an acolyte. And an acolyte will have a training saber. So for RP purposes, I may want to keep that. The truth is, I will probably, when I debut Elctha in roleplay, she'll probably be somewhere in the middle of her journey. She's become a Sith. She has a lightsaber. But she's by no means influential. She's right in the middle of her character arc. So we're going to head towards the shuttle we saw much earlier in the playthrough. But on the way, I still have this quest, the heroic quest, to activate the red engine. I'm going to... I have Chemval now. I have a lightsaber now. Maybe I could do it. Let's find out. That'll be my sort of capstone to my entire experience with the trials. I've succeeded. I'm going to test myself one last time. Do I really have what it takes to be Lord Zash's apprentice? I don't know. Completely obliterated. No challenge whatsoever. You'll notice my level is 14, but I've been scaled down to 10 because of this area. Therefore, a high-level character can't just come through here and be completely invincible. But for all intensive purposes, I am, thanks to things like Force Storm and a companion. Another unsolicited guild invite. Oh. What a satisfying sound, the lightsaber turning on and off. Back to the tomb of Tulak Horde, Chemval's master. And into this heroic area. Let's see, we may end up dying. Okay, so we have these slave statues pushing against these doors. I think we can safely assume something's going to come out of those. Let's activate the hate machine. Channeling dark force energy. Boom. Okay. Okay, thanks to Force Storm, that was nothing. Elite. That lightsaber does some serious damage, relatively speaking. Oh, Chemval yanked them right out of my Force Storm. You don't even have to be facing your enemy. Alright, this was destroyed, revealing the tablet that wizened old archaeologist at the entrance to the tunnel told us about. And we completed the heroic quest. We should not in any way chalk that up to our skill. We're just over-leveled it a little bit. I got a jacket of some kind. With a cape and shoulder pads that make us look very important. I'm afraid it makes us look too important. We are just barely an apprentice. I'm gonna check these empty rooms just in case. Something secret. Without Kimval, I don't think there's any way I would have survived that particular encounter there. Oh, look, they've got 2 people. I couldn't get 2 people. See if I can run past these guys. Nope. I don't want to slow myself down with all these bad guys chasing me, so I'll just defeat who I need to. Well, I love the running animation when you have your lightsaber held behind you. I've always liked that. We are really gonna make this archaeologist happy. There he is.
Ah, my old friend. Do forgive me. I'm quite busy with my research right now.
Kimval wants to talk to me.
Ah, my old friend. Do forgive me. I'm quite busy with my research right now.
For some reason, I cannot... I assumed I would have an item to bring to him. Maybe I didn't read the quest carefully enough. Okay, I did get, for completing that, 2 of these accessories. A little earpiece and a sort of a relic. Which have some really good stats compared to some of the things I'm wearing. I have grown stronger. I guess that's a repeatable quest to get more loot from it. I imagine I have to wait for a timer to cool down, which I will not do. We're gonna move on. There's an interesting RP area on this little platform that has a big vista. I did an RP there years ago. I've never looked at what's in this, up this ramp. Absolutely nothing. That's a daily heroic mission. I instead want to board the shuttle. There's many ways to move around in SOTOR. They made some nice, convenient, easy ways. The traditional way make me look stupid. Got some things there. I've got all kinds of goodies. There's an orbital station above some planets that don't have their own spaceport. You take a shuttle up to the orbital station and then elsewhere. It's a little layover area that's usually very barely populated because people just pass through great RP spots. Now we're going to the Imperial Fleet, which is our only way to get to Dromund Kaas. If I'm not mistaken, that fleet is stationed right above Dromund Kaas. And that's what that planet that we just saw was. So the fleet is the hub. The hub of most everything. It includes all the different shops, trainers, things we need, such as the auction house, which is called the Galactic Trade Market. All kinds of things. The Cartel Bazaar, where we, we'll purchase things that we've paid cartel coins for, which is the sort of paid for currency in SOTOR to get all kinds of perks. Okay. Elevator. We're gonna lag here. It's heavily populated. Heavily populated. Here's our map. It's in 4 quadrants. Auction house being down here. Some goodies we're about to buy up here. Class trainers. This will have your crafting and gathering trainers. There it is. It had to load in. This little kiosk has a quest. Just get a crafting or gathering profession and then interact with the trainer. They're right here, so I will do so. So what I'm going to do, a couple things. First, I'm going to talk to all of them because I get some experience just for speaking to them. Synth weaving, that makes light armor. Armor mech makes heavy armor. What is this? Move Chemball. Biochem makes consumable stuff. Artifice. I think they make lightsabers and focuses. Foci. Arms tech makes blasters. Cybertech. Cybertech makes I think modifications, accessories, things like that. Underworld trading. These are unusual professions that give you these weird little side quests for experience and rare items and money and such. Treasure hunting. Diplomacy. And investigation. As interesting as those are, they don't have as much interactivity with them as some of the other skills. And we need money because we're not gonna dip into the bank that I have. It's full of money. We've got to make our own money, and right now we don't have much. We have 19,000 credits. Slicing. That is in the Star Wars lore, that's their term for hacking. Is that you slice computers. Scavenging. Chunks of scrap or defeated droids can be rendered into materials. She's a trade vendor. Archaeology, one of my favorite things. Hit level 15. So a bunch of abilities just got dumped into my... He's interesting looking. Zabrak. Darth Maul's race. And bioanalysis, which is gathering biological materials for the biochem crafting profession. So what I'm going to do is get gathering professions first off, so I can auction them and make some money. I want bioanalysis, and I will speak to him to get the little minor quest. Then I can choose others. I can choose archaeology, which gets you these artifacts, and then color crystals of different types. Slicing, you get some interesting little side quests later on, but in general, what you're doing is just getting these computers and cases that you slice, and they just have cash inside. And scavenging and bioanalysis, we'll have to put that stuff up on the auction house. And I believe I can make a lot more money selling things on the auction house than I can with slicing, at least early on. Though with slicing, that would prevent me from having to go through all that auction house rigmarole. But as much as I am personally interested in archaeology, it's such a pain to post all those color crystals on the auction house. Some of them don't sell very well. Let's see. I'm just gonna get scavenging for now. So I've got 2 gathering skills, so I'll be picking up all kinds of stuff off the ground to sell. See another quest available. This guy is going to tell us about strongholds. That's the player housing. Let's read about it. Galactic strongholds. Serving as both personal residence and seat of power, galactic strongholds are purchasable homes available throughout the galaxy. Each stronghold is designed for maximum customization and expansion, allowing the owner to decorate every room with their choice of furniture, personal items, trophies, and a tremendous variety of other items, either crafted by hand or earned over the course of exciting adventures. In addition to expanding strongholds with additional rooms, it's also possible to own multiple strongholds at once, adding even more opportunities for customization. Owners can even invite their friends to visit and check out every hard-earned detail. Owning strongholds, expanding their interiors, and decorating them with rare and exceptional items all bring tremendous prestige. Those with the highest prestige can vie for top spots on the public stronghold directory, earning a name for themselves as one of the galaxy's elite. You can, in fact, travel to some of the best decorated strongholds. There's a list somewhere over here.
You are a powerful figure on the galactic stage. Powerful figures attract powerful enemies. Shield yourself from your enemies. Broaden your sphere of influence. Wield your prosperity as a weapon. Accomplish all of this and more with strongholds. Procure a location from across the galaxy to construct your new power base. Adorn your stronghold in stunning opulence. And immerse yourself in gratification as the seething resentment and abject fear of your adversaries wash over you. Be ever in service to the Empire. Show your worth. Brandish your power. Secure a stronghold now.
I love that they turned that game mechanic into an advertisement in world. I don't remember what's over here. These are probably the stronghold directories. So these are a list of all kinds of this particular stronghold on Yavin. You can see by these prestige points how much is in there. Many objects and decorations. Anyway, I'm not going to travel to any of those. What I want to do next okay, we have an issue. We have very few credits. We need a speeder so we don't have to walk everywhere. We need to buy one, but I also want to buy a couple other appearance items. So we're poor. We've got to decide what to do. Kemval wishes to speak with me, which this icon here tells you that he wants to speak in private. Every companion has their own story thread, just like all these other quests you're coming across. And you have to be in certain areas to activate them, such as on your ship or in a rest area, such as a cantina. This is a central part of the hub. So a lot of RP happens here. In fact, there's someone there lurking about. Let's see what Kemval has to say. Boom, there's his quest icon.
Selon se carigai. In piso se waitai spira presin cretai. In pise e wanata atragata injais.
We take a step back. I'm not going to say silence monster because he's actually terrifying. I won't enjoy beating him again. I'll have to be clever.
By the time we are done, you will have fed to excess.
Anims jai fragibans. Imbate sunjas. Puijangardos waiparpana.
Yep, he's terrifying. Always reminding us that his servitude will not be forever, and one day he'll overpower us. Alright. We've got a lot of things to do next. We've got to secure a speeder. We're going to mess with our class specialization. And there's a couple of items I have in mind to change our appearance here. But we're going to get to that kind of busy work in the next episode. I'll try to make it worth your while by explaining how some things work. But until then, have a good one. I'll see you soon. Let's all celebrate Elctha's escape from Korriban into who knows what other mess. Sayonara.